back to life and hair. Remember life and hair? I haven't posted for ages, and there are some reasons for that, and it's not all just to do with the mundane things of life, work, no work, you know, etc. I started a new TikTok actually, and it's been taking up quite a lot of attention. I warn you, TikTok is very addictive. And it's so well designed. I found it to be incredibly well designed in that, what's the word? It's very user friendly. You know, anything you want to do, it's all just there for you. So I've been uploading quite a few TikTok videos. But I've been watching the last few videos of Michelle Pearl. Check out her YouTube channel if you don't know it, but I bet you loads of you do. So she's been telling us about her dating experiences, you know, talking about being a wig wearer and dating, but actually the gold of her videos has been her amazing varied experiences. You know, the type of guys that she's met and what they've been like and their funny foibles. I enjoyed it so much, I thought, oh gosh, I ought to post another video of my own, really. So it kind of inspired me to get back into the saddle again. And I love doing these videos. I really feel like I'm reaching out to you and we're connecting in a really meaningful way. I wanted specifically, though, to talk about this girl Mono. It's an Ellen Villa wig. And she is light Bernstein Rooted. As you know, there's Bernstein Rooted and light Bernstein Rooted. I've heard so much about Girl Mono, and I've heard so much about Bernstein and light Bernstein. I am going to show you a comparison. So this is Ocean. So this is the Bernstein, and this is the light Bernstein Rooted. This seems to be a brighter amber with more distinct highlights. Strands of highlights, whereas this Bernstein Rooted seems to have a more overall light brown, ash brown uniform look to it. You can see the difference there. I got Ocean in Bernstein Rooted. And before I put Girl Mono on, I want to pop Ocean, so you get to see how that Bernstein Rooted looks. More dramatic colour, I think. This has proved to be one of my favourites, and the reason is because there are certain elements in it that make it endlessly practical for my particular needs. I love the look of long hair, I love the look of long straight hair, but there's an emotional part of me that loves also curly, because I naturally have curly hair. And I like the big hair effect rather than the very flat hair effect. This tends to give me that. It's got volume, specifically with the curls. I think it has drama with the curls too. And the colour also gives me drama. The root is lovely. But I get all of those in a shorter style. Endlessly practical. On a day like today, the sun has finally graced us. Yesterday was glorious, today is glorious. You know, it's a lovely thing to be in England when on a beautiful sunny day, on a warm day. It's just magical. And I want to wear something that I can do a bit of garden work in, or, you know, something light. Nothing that's not like digging where I'm going to get hot and sweaty. But I am thinking and planning on planting up my window box for the summer. I've got some beautiful trailing plants which I'm going to put in there, and it's really nice because as they start to grow I'll be able to see them from inside the sitting room, and that's a really nice treat. That's something I really would like to achieve today. So I can easily do the window box in this. I can go out in her even if it's windy. It's not going to interfere with my makeup or lipstick or lip gloss. She has a nice gentle curve to her. The curls are layered very nicely, and the way they're layered, they give a nice rounded shape to the front and the sides of this style in a really nice way. She's got also a gentle back to her. There's nothing angular or sharp in this style. Lovely fullness with the curls. But as you can see here at the front, she does have this sort of swoop, and the hair is noticeably straighter there. As you know, I do stick my lace fronts down. Depending on my needs, I either use this, it's actually sock glue, but it stays, the States version of that, or I will use tape. And I have this little packet of tape, and I cut the size that I need. I don't use the full size like this. It will be overkill and it would really be quite harsh on my hair at the front. So it means that I can run my fingers through my hair in a really natural way. I can flip my hair around with the combs and the bit that I've stuck down at the front. I've yet to do that actually. I haven't quite done that yet. Which gives this a very natural wear. I can feel confident and at ease. Also, when I pull these bits out at the side, now look, really natural looking, isn't it? So if I wanted to, I can tuck her back behind my ear. She's low density in that sense because she's so layered here by the face. You know, you can see the difference in the layered lengths. Incredibly natural, incredibly natural. So I've actually been wearing her quite a lot. When we look inside the cap, we've got a mono filament side part and a lace front. Open wefting everywhere else. So she's very cool, she's very light. The lace is very good and incredibly comfortable. And I have put the combs in her. The ear tabs have got velvet on them. They're just standard ear tabs really. Very comfortable ear tabs. Really nice. Really nice. So when I put her on and I kind of get that back comb underneath my own hair there at the back, get the ear tabs pinched in, stick her down, which I intend to do, I've got a wig that's not going anywhere. No matter what I do, if I bend right down, any movement of my head, no matter how sudden or extreme, this wig is not going to go anywhere. It gives me so much confidence and so much joy because I really, really love wearing this style. Really love wearing this style. You can have her somewhat away from your face. Perhaps you could use a little bit of product on her in that sense. If you didn't specifically want to use product, then it's the easiest thing in the world to use a couple of clips . Really nice, really cute. And should you want to personally, I don't particularly like her like this. If you wanted to have her like this, you easily could. I wonder what she'd look like with sort of clips a little bit closer to the face on both sides. Very blendable with your own hair. There's no sort of problems with the cap where you can see some funny bits. You know, sometimes you've got problems here where the wefting meets the lace front. There's nothing like that. Now you can fluff her up because there is some permatease here, not a huge amount, but it's certainly, you can certainly feel some. Now look at this. I love that. I really love that. I love that kind of wild look. I don't know what that says about me, but certainly when I was younger, I did have wild hair. And I was known for my wild hair. So I love a little bit of that. You know, feel like I'm still enjoying some aspect of that. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, if I wanted to, you can actually manipulate the front of this quite nicely to change what it's saying. I can smooth it down somewhat here. You know, rather than actually having it up and away from the face, you can certainly smooth it down. And you've got a slightly different style. Girl mono, I have heard people say, they've said very good things about girl mono. And when I was watching the reviews, I remember thinking, well, she can't be that great. I mean, I don't think I've heard one negative review or a negative comment about girl mono. But it was only when I got her for myself that I realised how valuable she was, because she's so versatile. You can wear her out, or you can wear her, you know, like for going out in the evening, or you can wear her during the day. You can fluff her up, you can calm her down. She's lovely. This is the hair I'm going to wear today. Now I've got a friend who lives in America, in Utah. I won't say her name because she may not want me to. She sent me a video, and in fact she has sent me a few photographs as well. She's been talking about Paula Young wigs, and I've been very intrigued by what she's shown me. Now, she's shown me Mason and Misha, and also I had Dylan on my radar already. Dylan is very attractive to me. She's got the curl and she's got the wave that I crave. The reviews say that Dylan has quite a lot of hair. She's got a lot of volume. I believe Dylan is a basic cap. I've really got my eye on Dylan now. She is on sale at the moment online, and I may very well purchase Dylan. Misha, I've definitely got my eye on Misha as far as Paula Young goes. This is the beauty of Paula Young. You know, it's the affordability factor. It hasn't escaped my notice that the price of petrol here has gone up significantly. Gas and electricity prices have really gone up, and also food prices has gone up a lot. So those four things are things that we use every day. And it's going to have quite an impact on our expenses every month. It's going to be a few £100 a month more than what we're used to paying, if you take into account all of those areas. And I can't really justify frequent purchasing of the more higher end wigs unless they're on sale. But actually, I want to say that you guys in the States are so lucky, because you have amazing sales that we just don't see the like of here. I hear amazing stories about how you picked styles up, you know, under $50. I mean, it's unheard of. It's very rare that I will get an opportunity like that. I think currently Dylan is about £70, and Mason is probably about £80 or £90, and that's pretty good. It's very rare that I'll get something that's sort of under £50 or under £40. That's why I've kind of got my eye on them, and I'm thinking maybe I should get them now. So I don't know how that's going to affect the hair wearing industry and how it's going to affect us as hair wearers, because we're going to have to start getting creative. In fact, I remember I did see a video, although I didn't watch it completely, about how to turn your wig from a wig to a topper. I find that quite intriguing. I might go and try and find that. And also I know that there are lightly used hair wigs, hair pieces, Facebook groups. But again, I think that they're mainly in the States. I don't think I found one in the UK. If there's anybody watching who knows something in the UK where we can actually get hair that is inexpensive, I'd love to know. I'd love to know what it is, so long as it's got plenty of life left in it. When I was watching the Michelle Pearl videos, I was also watching another one. What was it called? Yeah, she was reviewing
so today
Misha.
I have another really fun review for you. This is the Paula Young Misha. It's M-I-S-C-H-A.
Now,
in the color SF20.
in this video, she does a great job of reviewing this particular wig. But then she goes on to talk about how certain aspects of her circumstances, of how she was brought up as a child, and certain aspects of her physical self have affected her over the years. I found it so touching. I actually had some tears in my eyes because she was so candid and open, and she really shared from the heart. I don't even know whether she was intending on sharing that much in the sensitive way that she did. It probably, one thing led to another, and she found herself talking about these things. But I'm so glad that she did, because I realised that what I really love seeing isn't just the stats about a wig, the cap construction and the lengths of the fibres. What my soul is hungry for is to get to know those women, to get a peek behind the scenes of their life, to have a deeper understanding of them as a human being, have a more of a rounded view of who those women are, because as hair wearing women, it's totally our choice to wear hair. And here we are, we've made a choice that is relatively unusual still in society. And it's so interesting to get to know more about the woman who has actually made that commitment to make that choice and not follow the norms, not follow the herd, but follow her own calling. You know, I know that when I first came across wig reviews, my eyes were like saucers when I was watching this. Now, you know, I don't know whether I've got somebody watching my channel for the first time, or whether you're a seasoned wig wearer who has been leaving comments and watching other videos. I don't know. But certainly, I bet you I know how you feel if you've only just stumbled on this solution, this community. When I first stumbled on this solution, I had such an excitement about the potential in it. It solved my problem in a very creative and beautiful way. I hadn't come across anything else that gave me the same satisfaction and self-expression and the changing it up, changing the look up, trying different personas, if you will. You're either somebody who that really appeals to, or you're not. I really think that you're either that kind of person or you're not. Sometimes when I speak to relatively close friends, not my closest friends, but maybe friends that I've made at work, so we don't know each other that well, but we know each other well enough where we've been kind of thrown together for quite some time. I can see in their face when I show them something or when I talk to them about this that they think that the hair looks cute, but there's something that's kind of holding them back. It's that old taboo, isn't it? The wig wearing taboo that we're constantly faced with. And I think women like us who have decided to wear hair have been able to make peace with that taboo and to make it work for them. We've made it work for us. We've given permission to ourselves to move past that taboo and into something else where we're able to allow ourselves to have fun with the hair wearing. And isn't it addictive? I know there are some women who just have one or two styles. They stick to the same thing, same length, same colour. Great, great. I mean, I've got my John Renault topper here, Top Smart. It's in the 8RH14, which is hot cocoa, the straight Top Smart. That is my staple style. That's the one I'm constantly reaching for, especially on a warm day like today, if I don't want to wear a full wig, if I want to integrate more of my own hair into it, where it looks really very natural, very difficult to spot. I usually go for that. So I definitely understand that point of view. But something happens in our minds if we do give ourselves permission, where we just kind of go hog wild. You know, I mean, okay, let me speak for myself. I'm not going to speak for you guys on behalf of you, because every woman, I think, does things for her own reason. But there's certainly something that I have noticed in those ladies who are always changing up the colour, the length, literally from one day to the next. Wearing hair has become like a second skin. They feel naked if they don't have it on. And the quality of the hair is so much better than it used to be. Let me tell you a little bit of a confession, a little bit of story time. When I was in my very late teens, I was almost 20, I met a nice young man, and we started hanging out, and one day we met and he said that his mother was manning a stall. She was selling something. Can't remember what it was. But anyway, she had a stall. And he said, why don't you come along and I'll introduce you? And I said, oh, okay. And I went along and he introduced me to his mother. And I very quickly noticed, in fact, it was the first thing I noticed, that she was wearing a wig. And I felt very uncomfortable about it. And when I think back, I very distinctly remember that wig. It had an awful lot of permatease, but you know, the good old days, the permatease was right at the front. What were they thinking? It was as though you had brought a bird's nest and taped it to the front of your head. That's how it looked. Now, although there is some permatease here, it's soft. You know, it's gentle, it's feminine. I don't have qualms about wearing these modern wigs. But obviously she was a woman who had, maybe she just had very few wigs, maybe she even just had one. And she was wearing that one a lot. It was quite dry, it was quite ratty, and it was very permateasy. And also I remember the colour, it was a medium brown, but we didn't have any of this sort of business. No. It was just like a flat brown. It had no luster, it had no interest in the shading, no highlights, no lowlights, no rooting. Yeah. And that memory stayed with me for a long time, and I think I probably fought wearing hair for a long time, probably built on that memory. I'll never forget that. But I feel that I've allowed myself to move past that and allowed myself to explore, and what I have found has been tremendously pleasing to me. Now I can put girl mono on and I feel great, you know, and the people that see me all the time know me for hair wearing. I mean, and I don't get the impression that they're judgmental in any way. This is the crazy thing about it. I was also always so preoccupied with worrying about making them feel uncomfortable. But I've only had to explain it once to them, and then they've quickly moved on. You know, and the women have enjoyed seeing me show up in different styles. So I really wanted to share with you what I've noticed on YouTube, that the reviews aren't just your bog standard reviews anymore. I feel as a community we're really moving on with the videos and the social media. We're getting glimpses into each other's lives, getting to see more depth in each other's personalities, and I'm so enjoying that. So enjoying that. It kind of inspired me to make another video just to talk about it. Just to talk about it and incorporate a review. And that's the way I like it. I look forward to seeing you again soon.